Hello everybody, good morning, good evening and a good afternoon to all the viewers around the world. It looks like it's sunny, but actually it's cold, guys. I'm having a walk and it's somewhere the park is cold today, you know. So welcome to the page anyway. So today I'm going to briefly talk about it might be a short one. I'm going to briefly talk about what the narcissist will do when they believe you want to live, when they feel or they think or they feel you want to live, what they usually do. Now, first of all, people, I've always encouraged you to use your platform. If you're a warrior out there, if you have survived this kind of abuse, you can always use your platform. It is very, very important, because whatever you're going to say, it matters and it makes a very big difference to the people out there who is suffering abuse. So it makes a very big difference, and it can impact one or two people in a different way. So you might have been that kind of person who is familiar. You may be familiar with let me find the best. I don't have a place to sit. Everywhere is wet, so I'm just trying to find the best place to stand. So you may be familiar with religious narcissists. Actually, I'm likely to share a page. I think there's one of my subscribers. She has got her own page, and she's very familiar with the religious narcissist. So I might share that page down there. I need to ask the right permission, and then I'm going to share the page in my videos. You may be that person who is the narcissist, your mother. You have got the experience, how you have been dealing with her all your life, what has happened between you and your mother, or you and your father. You can always please use your platform. It's very important. You're helping people. You can always use your platform. Whatever you have to say, it does not matter how short it is. It does not matter how you say it. But if it has been your real experience, it is going to change lives, because there's people who are going to benefit from that, because there's always people who have been in your shoes and who have been like you, and they have been in your shoes. So you could be helping people. Do not sit on the truth. The more we speak, it's time to fight back. So the more we speak, the more we put these people, the more we silence these narcissists and put them in their positions, in their rightful place. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what happened when the narcissist feels you want to live. So you know, these guys, they are very. It's like they are usually monitoring you on a daily basis. They know each and every single thing you're doing every day, and they are keeping a very close eye on you. If you've been with them, they are keeping a close eye on you. And like I've usually said in my videos, the narcissist does not have control. People, you need to understand. I need to make you understand in this video. I don't know who is coaching you, and I don't know. I'm not interested, or I'm not concerned in where you're getting your information, but I'll tell you from my experience. The narcissist is working under influence. These people, they are under some kind of a possession, and I will tell you, because maybe you do not yet know the depth of the person you're dealing with, but I can guarantee you the narcissist is working under influence, and you have no idea what is behind them. And even then, you don't want to see that. If you were given the opportunity, you do not want to see the entities that are influencing those people, those narcissists. So these people, they don't have control over this abuse. They cannot control themselves, and even if they can, they don't know how to do that. So it is beyond their control. For them, it's like abusing somebody. They use it as a way or as a means of survival. So it's like if they don't do that, then they can't survive. But you see, at the end of the day, they are destroying people, because As much as they want to use, they are like parasites. These are like spiritual parasites. Actually, I call them spiritual parasites even. Anybody who plays with somebody and plays mind games and abuses somebody emotionally, behind the scenes they are spiritual parasites. So they cannot do so they cannot do anything about it. It's like it's out of their control, and they always have one thing in particular, is the fear of being abandoned. If you've heard me talking about narcissism, or even people around the world, coaches, you've heard them talking about the fear of abandonment. They are very, very scared about being abandoned, and they always feel, or they believe at one point someone is going to leave them. You're going to leave them, or you just find the one, you leave them. And they're very worried about that, because a narcissist, they cannot handle staying by themselves, or staying on their own. They cannot handle life by themselves. They always have to have somebody on the side for the validation and for the supply and for the fuel, because they need it on a daily basis, unlike you or me. So at some point they are going to realize that you want to leave, you want to escape them. So maybe you've come to that extent whereby you feel you've had enough of the abuse and you want to leave. And they are going to know. They will know, because when they're abusing you, they know that at some point you are going to have enough of it, and you want to find the door, you want to find the exit. So there are two things they are going to do in particular. When that happens, they will feel it, and they are going to do so. If you ever find a situation whereby it is becoming very rough for you guys at home, I'm always talking about partnership because that's what I know. But as much as I know narcissists, as much as I've learned about narcissists, the playbook is the same. So it does not matter whichever engagement you have with them, the playbook is always the same with them, no matter where they are or whatever it is. So, but in this case, I'm normally talking about the partnership. So when you want to leave them, they will know it. And what they usually do, when they feel that you are starting to detach somewhere, emotionally, even physically detach, what they will do, number one thing, what they will do, if it's a woman, they might want you to get them pregnant. If you're with them in the partnership, even if you have I don't know how many kids, they will still feel that one way or the other you want to leave that partnership. Maybe you have enough, and they are going to make sure, they are going to try to get pregnant. So you may be a guy there who is struggling to leave. You want to leave your wife because you feel that somehow they are very toxic and you want to leave them. So what will happen is that you are going to all of a sudden see your wife or your partner asking you for another kid. Because usually what they are doing behind the scenes, a narcissist cannot accept you to leave them when they are not yet ready, when they are not prepared. They don't want to be, they hate, and they don't want even to be caught off guard. They don't want to wake up in the morning and somebody's gone all of a sudden. So what they do basically, a woman will try to make sure that they get another kid with you. They will want you to get them pregnant. It's not because they are very desperate about kids, or because they love kids or whatever. Because we all know at this level, we all know at this point that these people they don't feel, they don't have real genuine emotions. So basically, she's going to ask for another kid. All of a sudden, oh, you know what, I want to have a kid, I want to have another kid, you know, this and that, and this. So they're going to make all sorts of excuses. Or even sometimes they can trick you into a pregnancy. They can trick you into making them pregnant. You know what I mean? Or if you're a man, if you're a woman who is having a male narcissist, so you're going to find that male narcissist actually trying to make you pregnant at all costs. What is happening behind the scenes is that the narcissist does not want you to wake up in the morning and leave. So they set up very big traps that are going to make it very difficult for you to leave them. And pregnancy is one of those traps. So they are going to set up a very huge trap. Because remember, when you start all this kind of process becoming pregnant, it takes a lot of time to preparations, so even emotionally, you know, it starts like to distract you even emotionally. So it puts you off track. If you're that person who wants to leave the narcissist, it puts you off track. So you're a man, the woman is the narcissist, she's going to try to get pregnant. If you're a woman who is having a male narcissist, the male narcissist is trying to make you pregnant all of a sudden from nowhere. So if you see that situation, it may not always be the case, but usually I'm telling you that they do it. It is one of their tricks they use when they feel you have got the foot out of the door and you're trying to leave them, you're trying to escape this abuse. They will feel it, and one of the things they do is trying to get pregnant or to make you pregnant, for that matter. The reason why they're doing that is because they're trying to distract you. They know when they get you pregnant, they're going to distract you emotionally, and for some reason, you're going to start focusing on the pregnancy or even some other things around the house or around the partnership or around the home even. So it is a way or a form of distraction that they use to keep you trapped, at least even more, until they feel that they are ready for them to discard you, because you don't think so. You're going to wake up in the morning and you discard the narcissist. Yes, some people have discarded them, but they always want to have the upper hand and do the discard and perform the discard at their own convenient time, not at your time, because they want to be on top of the game and ahead of time. So second thing they will do when they feel you want to leave them, they are going to set up financial traps. So financial traps, I'm talking about, all of a sudden you are going to see them going around taking money from the banks, some kind of loans or some kind of credits or some kind of, or even you could even be having already some few cars at the house, 2 or 3 cars, and then they are going to go and take another car. But then that car, they may not put it in you. It may not be in their names. You see, the narcissists, they're always very, in this kind of situation of finances, they try to be very calculative, because at the end of the day, they want to make sure that they tie you up in some sort of a financial trap. So all of a sudden, financial trap. So all of a sudden, you're going to find them asking you, oh, you know what, the car we have, it's old car, you know, and it look like I don't feel good about the car anymore. So that they are going to try to, they will devalue the car. It does not matter if you bought the car last year or even 2 years ago. The narcissists devalue everything. They're going to start devaluing the car, and they are going to start prepare to take another car, but that car has got to be in your name. You've heard about all these car finances, car financing and whatever. So they are going to bring out a car from the garage or from the shops, which car is going to be paid over a certain period of maybe can even be years down the road, and they are going to try to make sure that your name is included on that list, on that finance, on the car finance. So they are going to set up a financial trap. This can be a car, or this can be something else. It can even be a loan in the bank, or it can even be a mortgage. That is when all of a sudden they're going to tell you that, you know what, we need to buy this house and then whatever. So they're going to take they're going to start set up some sort of a financial trap. Like they can start to set up some kind of ask for a mortgage, buy a house or whatever, and your name has got to be there on that mortgage or on that car, or even on the loan from the bank. So usually these are financial traps because they feel you're ready to go and they have got to tie your name. They're trying to set up a trap to tie your name somewhere so that it becomes very difficult, because every time you think about leaving them, you're also going to think about, but what about the loan? You know what about, we took some money from the bank. We took some money from the bank and my name is there. So there's this kind of payments we have to do, like regular monthly payments we have to do, or maybe we took the car from the shop. So there are these payments we still have to do. We still have to pay the car finance. We still have to pay the car finance and those kind of things. Or even sometimes you've taken a mortgage, your name is on there. Your name is on the. They have put your name and tied your name and attached your name to that. So it is a trap because they know their time is limited, and somewhere you're going to wake up and leave them. And they are doing all these things because they believe if they do that, they are tying you up more in this partnership and making it more difficult. At least even not that you're going to leave them very soon, or even if immediately, or even the next couple of days. It will tie you up for a certain period of time, at least until they feel that they are prepared, because a narcissist has got to be prepared. Even if you want to leave them, they do not want to be caught off guard in the morning. You just wake up in the morning and you've gone. They have got to make sure that they are prepared for everything. so that when you leave, they have got somebody else that they are going to use to replace you. You know what I mean? If it's that partnership, they have got to be prepared to have a new source of supply that they are going to bring in that partnership to become a part of this. So two things are going to happen. One can be a scenario of a pregnancy. The woman, all of a sudden, she's asking you for kids, or even the man is trying to get you pregnant by some way of manipulation, or some sort of, you know, they are trying to do everything in their power. They're dragging you, whatever, and trying to make sure that they get you pregnant, because pregnancy is part of the setup. Second thing they are going to do is financial trap. They are going to set up financial traps, because all these things are important for them to buy them time. When they set up these traps, they are buying themselves time, not because they want to get pregnant and have another kid or whatever, or not because you guys are doing bad and they are going to run off all of a sudden and take some money from the banks and take some credits, start, you know, all of a sudden go and ask for a mortgage. Anything you see they are doing to tie your name on something, that means that they are setting up a trap because they feel you want to leave them. So guys, in this video, it can get longer than this. Those are two traps I've mentioned. If there's something more you want to add on, you know about, let me know in the comments below and let's share together. Guys, I love you all. It's been Desomos. Much love and blessings.